at the Sprott Natural Resource Symposium. We're with the one and only Rick Rule, founder and CEO of Sprott U.S. Holdings. Thank you so much for being with us, Rick.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming to our show.
Yeah, so you did say before to me that this conference is, you're not in the conference business. This is about the people. What drives you to put this on every year?
We helped with this conference for many years when Agora Inc., our publishing friends, put it on. When they lost interest, many of our clients who had attended this conference for years and made money from it said, this is an important part of the value of our relationship with Sprott. Please take it over. At the same time, some issuers that we owned also expressed interest in continuing the legacy of this conference. If two important constituencies in your business ask you to do something, you do it.
Gotcha. Now you always have said, throughout the conference and before that, you got to be a contrarian in this business or this industry to not be a victim. Your thoughts on that?
This is the most cyclical business I know. It's also extraordinarily capital intensive.
Yeah.
In this business, if you don't remember anything else, remember that bear markets are the authors of bull markets, and bull markets are the authors of bear markets. When you're feeling terrified, invest. When you're feeling smart, sell.
Gotcha. Now, you also had a panel yesterday with some legends like Robert Friedland, Ross Beatty, Randy Smallwood. What was the top message out of that panel for you?
Well, part of the value of this conference is, in fact, the fact that you don't always use gurus. You use people who've done it.
Yeah.
This conference is about where the rubber meets the road. The truth is that people think that the mining business is an asset-intensive business, but it's not. It's about people. You have most people in the business, in every business, that fail, and you have some people that are serially successful. Having the serially successful people explain what it is in their character that allowed them to succeed and what they look for in other CEOs that they invest in and what they look for in employees to groom to succeed them is critically important.
Now, Rick, one of your top advices is to surround ourselves with serially successful people. How do we do that? What's your advice?
Well, the truth is that these days information is so available. There's portals like SmallCapPower as an example that talk about things like this. The information's all available on the internet. What's important is to look for either the old lions, the Robert Friedlands, the Bob Quartermains, the Lucas Lundins, who you know have been successful, or increasingly the young lions, the Ivan Bebek, who before they were age 40 had built and sold 2 successful projects. Young Nolan Watson, who before he was 40 had built a $1 billion company and before that helped build Silver Wheaton. There is a cadre worldwide of 50 or 60 or 70 serially successful entrepreneurs who are 2 or 3 standard deviations more effective than their competitors.
Right, and here we see a lot of the younger leaders coming into the spotlight. Who are some names and what about them do you believe is special?
Well, certainly Amir Adnani comes to mind.
Amir Adnani, yes.
Nolan Watson, Ivan Bebek, who we talked about, Max Porterfield, Mario Stefano. I've spent a lot of time focusing on what it is that make people work. And the truth is, with the CEOs, the entrepreneurial CEOs, they have to be whip smart. Really, really, really smart. They have to be tenacious, because to build a company takes 6 or 7 years. You're going to go through a bad cycle. Importantly, you have to be really curious, because you are going to be confronted with problems that other people have been confronted with.
Yeah.
If they have a linear approach, they're going to lose. If you have an all-encompassing approach, because you're curious about a whole bunch of different disciplines, you're going to win. Tenacity, honesty, hard work, curiosity.
Yeah, you always say investing in people more than anything else,
That's
right?
what it's about.
Gotcha. Now, you also have said that we're seeing a return to exploration. Why do you say that?
We've underinvested as an industry and as a society in exploration for 25 or 30 years. The truth is that the stuff of mankind, the potash that provides our food, the copper that runs electricity, all of these things is from mines that were discovered 40, 50 years ago, discovered 25 years ago, and they're towards the end of their useful life. And we've underinvested in exploration too. As the inventory of producible minerals declines, the value of new high-quality discoveries skyrockets.
Right. Now at Sprott, what is the focus 2017 and going on to 2018?
We believe that we are in the early stages of a natural resource bull market. My suspicion in precious metals is that we're in the 3rd inning of a 9-inning ball game. with regards to precious metal stocks early on.
Gotcha.
We want to continue to develop our brand leadership. When people
Yes.
think about gold, they think about Sprott.
Yes.
We'd like to drive that advantage, not
Gotcha.
back off. In the other materials, the industrial materials, in oil, in copper, in zinc, we're in the first inning of the 9-inning ball game. What you have seen in the last 5 years, this ugly bear market, where the TSXV fell by 90%, if you subscribe to the truism, I believe, that bear markets are the authors of bull markets, we went through a spectacular bear market. And my suspicion is that the resulting bull market will be damn good too.
Well, Rick, thank you so much for all of those expert insights.
A pleasure, and thank you again for coming and covering our conference.
Thank you. To learn more from Rick, make sure to follow him on Twitter, which you're on, and of course watch more videos from the Natural Resource Symposium.